5 subs for 5,555 damage on Aerochamp. Challenge? Does it have to be precisely or can it be higher? Can be higher. Ooh. Alright, chat. Let's see if I can make 5 of you don't watch any ads for a month. Today we are gonna be playing with Aerochamp Panzerwagen. This is the best light tank to do damage, and I'm going to share with you my secret build to unlock its full DPM potential. This is something that we aren't talking about when it comes to light tanks, and that is until now. Tanks like Super Conqueror will have no troubles using DPM while playing cooldown, side scraping, or even trading its HP. But with Aerochamp, it's simply not possible. While S-Kong is comfortable being constantly spotted and be close to the enemies, with Aerochamp we want to be stealthy. Exposing ourselves for long periods of time will almost always guarantee enemy RT trying to hit us. And that's why today I'm thrilled to reveal almost game-breaking build that elevates Aerochamp Panzerwagen among all of the light tanks in the game. On one hand, we are visible to the enemies for just 7 seconds, while keeping them spotted for a staggering 17 seconds. Just imagine tactical advantages it offers you. Our build contains a combination of a radio set equipment and 2 crew skills. First one, jamming, that reduces the time of our tank spotted by 1 second. Second, designated target, increasing the time of enemy spotted by us for 2 seconds. And in combination with a directive called focus on target, we double the effect of designated target. Food and Brother Arms furthermore improve crew skills, and in total we spot enemy for 5 seconds longer. But for this crew skill to take effect, you have to keep your gun pointing at the enemy tank you want to be spotted for extra time. So, simply put, if possible, just auto-aim at the enemy and you are totally fine. Even if they are going behind solid cover like hail, building, etc., as long as your gun is looking at the tank, you will spot him for 15 seconds. And finally, radio set in scouting slot. This equipment has been in the game for years, but only a few realized its full potential. With this, we furthermore extend the time of enemies getting unspotted by 2 extra seconds, making it in total 17 seconds. But that's not all. It also reduces the time of our tank spotted for 2 seconds. In combination with the jamming crew skill, we are now spotted for 7 seconds only. With a reload time of 6.5 seconds, you can fire, get in cover, and almost immediately you can strike again. Tanks with a top tier DPM like K91 cannot do this without taking serious risks, baiting for 10 seconds to fire again or losing HP by staying spotted. This build isn't just about pure DPM, it's about situational control. Instead of trading shot for shot, you can dictate engagements. Early in the game, you can pressure enemies to make mistakes, and most of the time they will re-peek again after 10 seconds or so. I hope now you understand the power of this build. And before you try and slap this on every light tank you have, guys, I have been trying to make it work on various tanks, like Manticore or iyouxin even 90. The problem with those is that you have a choice on which equipment to drop in order to be able to put a radio set. And the reason why it works so well on Aerochamp Panzerwagen is because you have extremely high view range to begin with. And so in doing damage setup, I'm dropping optic without losing much of the view range. But perhaps over time I'm going to be using radio set more often, even on tanks like Manticore, when we are going to be playing maps like Sand River or Halluf, where spotting is possible, but most of the map is without foliage and you kind of spotting in the open field. It took me a minute to explain the build, and meantime I already did 3k damage. And to complete the challenge I have to do twice as much. This is my first try, and if I manage to do it, may that be the proof of how strong this build is. Please enjoy the rest of this absolutely incredible round, and I will be back at the beginning of the next one with the tips on how to influence games with the light tank. I'm going to show you how to counter T100 on Glacier, IMX 13105 on El Halluf, and we are going to have Game of Our Life on Sand River.
Maybe I go kill Badger, guys. Actually, instead. And now go for FE. Still have 2 HEs. Nicely preserved. Or do I go for the heavies first? I think so. That was costly. There's a K9 over here.
Enemy armor is damaged. Gotcha.
Being one shot against light tanks is very, very difficult. I could try to do blind shots. They are doing the same. But I gotta be careful on ammo. My equipment right now helped. Boys, 5 subs! 5 lucky winners within the first try! Oh. And what an insanely close round too. Like what? No. All right. Woohoo! Okay, pay up time. 5.9k damage, guys.
And now, as promised, I'm going to show you one interesting position on El Halluf to influence games as a light tank. The way this map designed, committing down often may result in you being stuck and not being able to go back. Especially if lots of the enemy team are going down as well, then you are just outnumbered. And committing in the position of the leopard can be very dangerous. So instead, I'm using this position. And from here, you are able to see a lot of the tanks while still keeping the distance. And even if the enemies try to go up the ramp, you are not getting proxy spotted. That's the beauty of it. And I'm going to sit in this position for a fair amount of time, trying to understand where the enemy light tank is. And it is exactly the reason why I shot at the leopard. My reason here to check if that bush on the top, on my right, was occupied by someone or not. And with the IMX-13-105 spotted, I patiently waited for his turret to be behind the cover. This way, I shot unspotted. Now he's down to 3 shots, and without thinking much, I'm going to push him. You see, by shooting at the leopard, I knew that there is nobody on the reach. So my push towards IMX is going to be a huge surprise. And having this many of the teammates behind me, I'm going to be in cover from them while getting extremely close to the enemies. And using absolutely incredible 120mm of pen HE rounds, we are taking down IMX-13-105 with no problems at all. And now we are presented with the variety of the options. One way would be to try and keep spotting for our team going up to my right and trying to find remaining unspotted vehicles. The problem with this is that you are pushing towards the tanks that expect you to come, but instead I have a different plan. How about we try and flank the heavies? You see, so early in the battle there is no chance they are going to be expecting a light tank shooting them in the back. And having a couple of HE rounds remaining, we are going to put it in a very good use. This battle is just an amazing example how countering enemy light tanks, literally removing their eyes, opens up opportunities for me and my team to flank the enemies. And this is exactly how I love playing with the Airchamp Panzerwagen. Having huge size and lack of camouflage compared to the rest of the metal light tanks, you aren't a typical spotter, but if used correctly, you can be quite the threat for the enemy team. And little did I know here that this is going to be, by far, my biggest damage dealt with Airchamp.
Remember guys, I can use my DPM even if I'm getting spotted, right? Because of the equipment. But am I gonna have enough ammo and time to do 10k? He has fuel tank damaged. I'm gonna set him on fire now. So now, by the time I'm ready to shoot, I'm unspotted. Blind. It's gonna be damage record. I think.
No. No! The potential was so insane! Ah, team was too good, guys. I mean, listen, not 10k combined, but how often do you see 6.6k damage with iyouxin? Man, I really wish Wargaming gives this tank more ammo. Our next round is going to be on Glacier. And usually I would cut out the loading screen and countdown, put you straight into action to increase retention, all for the sake of YouTube algorithm. But I really want to share with you my thought process to ensure epic games in World of Tanks. Wow, okay guys, do we want to gamble and go in this area? T100 is in the platoon with the gorilla. He's gonna be... Okay. Help me on the south. So, I don't want to risk because I have bad camo. If I would have camo of the Manticore or T100, I would just go straight. But despite the fact that I'm fast, the T100 has much better camo. So, I'm going to use one of the techniques that I showed in my video on how to counter light tanks on this map. And instead of using speed to get here faster, I'm going to use my speed to try and counter T100. And I'm gonna try to pay attention if there is any trees being knocked down. So what you do, guys, is you go like this, and then... 1 second. You go down. He's here, he's here. Look, 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 look. Guys! Ain't no way. Nice. He's gonna either run or I try to kill him. Easy. His teammate. So, what we did amazing in this round? Well, we didn't use our speed to get in spotting position faster, because chances are we would be getting outspotted by the light tank with a higher camouflage. Instead, we use this speed to go around and try to proxy spot T100. This technique is something that I highly recommend you using whenever you're fighting tanks with a higher camo. iyouxin, Manticore can be spotted with the proximity circle, and you just need to know these tactics and positions on how to do it properly. Despite the fact that we've lost most of our HP and a lot of tanks in this battle can finish us with one shot, what we did do is illuminated the eyes of the enemy team. And these many tank destroyers are going to be scared of getting spotted by us. And that is exactly why the second I spotted FV running away, I knew that he is here most likely to be alone. And that's why we are pushing forward to clear up the flank. But something that I failed to realize at this moment of the battle is that enemy playing extremely aggressive up north, and they are about to approach our base. And it is going to take me a minute to understand that we have to go back and protect our own base. Unfortunately for us, Centurion, 121 and FV do not see this coming. And throughout this battle, I'm constantly going to ask them to go back. But of no avail. If you have been watching my videos for a while now, you know that I always say that instead of trying to capture enemy base, try to make sure that your own is protected. And with so many of my team going down south, trying to break towards enemy base, our own is under attack. Having double Minotaur, Type 71 and Forge, it is of no surprise that soon they are going to arrive here, and it's going to be a huge problem. That's why I'm constantly asking my RT to go back and my team to return and shoot by my assistants. With enough cover, it is going to be a huge problem for the enemies to progress forward. And this, my friends, how you should be playing with the Air Champ Panzerwagen yourself. Despite the fact that you have much worse camo than T100, if you try to find a way to proxy spot him and kill early into battle, in late game, you are becoming such a threat for the enemies. But despite the fact of our genius placement in this position, we need support of our team. And how amazing would it be to have K91, Centurion, 121 and FV shooting at these tanks crossing through the open. I just wish that players are going to learn to protect their base first. But surrounded by the enemies and score is not in our favor, I am no longer able to just sit and wait for my team to kill everyone. I have to use my gun, trying to make sure I'm not getting spotted, juggling between the bushes, and somehow, by the miracle, staying alive.
Imagine my team is here, guys.
In situations like this, if I were to shoot at full HP Minotaur that is right in front of me, it is most likely he would be just pushing towards me. And that's why I'm choosing my targets carefully. Shooting at the tanks that are far away from me, pushing towards a tank that they can see, reduces the chances of them just switching attention towards me. And if I manage to kill them, there might be a chance they won't snitch to the rest of the team. Where was I hiding?
Imagine the team actually listens and go back.
Enemy is hit. Permission to engage. Target unlocked. They're knocked out.
Imagine the team goes back, guys. Imagine they go back to shoot the cross. Instead of pushing towards the tank destroyers that are waiting for you to come, you go and protect your base. Imagine, I was asking them for so long.
Our final round, I'm playing with my friend Glacier, and we have a funny challenge to see who's going to do more damage. Air Champ Panzerwagen versus Leopard 1. Let's go.
Like this is, if only it was one light tank, this would be the ideal matchmaking. No mediums, super slow heavy tanks, and triple RT. Like RT is insane when you're a light tank. Simply because they can shoot where no one else can.
This matchmaking is very similar to the one on Glacier. We have a lot of tank destroyers, and you already know what we're going to be doing. We will focus the light tanks and then going on shenanigans, going to use our H rounds against those juicy FVs in the enemy team. But with me being most likely the first one spotted, RT will be looking here, and that's where radio set equipment is going to help us greatly. Remember guys, they are getting us spotted in just 7 seconds. And for everyone who is watching this video and loves playing with artillery, guys, I'm sorry. I just made it so much harder for you to shoot at Air Champ Panzerwagen that I know you love to shoot it, because it has absolutely no armor.
But I wish I had 10 HE rounds for this game. Oh, sorry.
Alright.
Man, this gun is fantastic. I'm gonna try to use my DPM to the maximum.
One of our tracks is damaged. Torch step penetration target released. Penetrate their armor.
Oh man, what was that?
And this is so fast.
What am I doing, man? I don't know. Wargaming loves us so much that they let us play, let us have this amazing gun. This does not feel real. Like this tank, like this gun is. It's insane. Like, it's insane, man.
My gun is not so insane.
Yeah, because you're playing with the wrong Leo. I wish I had more H around though.
I guess you win.
I'm not sure, honestly. I'm not sure. I somehow managed to get high caliber with light tank. That's weird.
6K. Okay, dude.